as I reread Run Silent, Run Deep, I thought about, what we had learned from it in terms of going to command and being a submariner. And I'd kind of summarize them all by saying that, first of all, know and study your enemy. I mean, they clearly understood that piece. This building a team piece, and not only building a team and training them, but being aware of how they're doing day in and day out, whether they're on the ship or off the ship, and whether they're having a good day or a bad day, and being able to influence how they perform. This camaraderie piece came up again in the wardroom. I mean, frankly, that's why we all stuck around. That's why we stayed in the Navy, stayed in the submarine force. It's hugely important. Knowing your environment, which certainly the good commander used it to great advantage. Being quiet, your life depends on it. And the last piece is being proud. Being proud to be in the Navy, being proud to be a submariner. So I'll leave it at that.
The book was sort of captured one of the things that Admiral McKee told us when I was at Prospective Commanding Officer School. He said to be a successful commanding officer, you have to have three things. You have to have competence, you have to have integrity, and you have to have stamina. And I think that's very much reflected in Run Silent, Run Deep. You got to be good at your job. You got to train your people. You got to support your people. As Admiral Fargo said, you have to know how your people are doing. You have to understand what they need to get to their best effort. And that's all part of your professional competence. Integrity, I got to tell you, in the submarine force, one of the things that has always been very important to me was that if a submarine officer told you something, it had to be true. And you had to have the integrity to stand up, and even when you're going to have to take a licking, stand up and tell the truth and do the right thing. And the stamina part is really the hardest thing, because I'm not talking physical stamina, but you got to keep doing the right thing and demanding the right thing until the right thing gets done. And I guess if there is a shortfall, that I find that whenever you see there's a problem, somebody just said it's too hard to keep working this hard. And I think in the submarine force, we've always found that you still have to work hard all the time, and that the reward comes in a job that's well done, and the celebration that occurs after the job is well done helps reinstill and reinvigorate the camaraderie. It's an absolute essential element in the submarine force, be it the wardroom, the crew, the squadron, whatever it is. So those three things I thought that Admiral McKee told us, competence, integrity, and stamina, that really is a key ingredient to success.
When I reflect back on Run Silent, Run Deep, and I reflect back on a relatively long career as a submariner, the thoughts keep coming up to me that, yes, you've got to be on top of your game. You got to build a team, and you've got to make sure that that team continues to build upon itself. And then perhaps that you have a responsibility to make sure that you're leaving something for that Navy downstream. But if I may, what continually comes back to me, because I'm just so proud of the ability to have been in that force, is that we learned somewhere, not me, but we learned well before, even of us here, decades before, about the need for that great camaraderie. The realization that everybody has a mom and everybody has a dream. That need to take God's least chosen child and build him up and make him as best we can be. These are lessons that I sure wish we could teach today out in the streets sometimes, and things like that, that the closeness, the need. I see it in the commercial workplace today where I am. I have many project managers that don't understand it the way all of us, so many decades ago, were taught that you will take care of your people. And oh, by the way, you will train them to make sure we get this sewer pipe back home. When you read that book again and again, all of those emotions go through you.